Hello YouTube, Molten Plastic here. Alright, so I was recently asked, what can 3D printers do other than make little plastic doodads, other than make interesting mathematical models, that kind of thing, or other than making copies of themselves, like the row stock printer I'm working on. So I decided to show you a project, something I'm going to do today. In my Scion XB, a little Xbox, I have a 2008 Xbox. It's a really nice car. I love it. Anyway, this is the center console cover, and one day when I just opened it, I don't know why, I think it was weakened. I think it had been pushed back by the previous owner a little too roughly, and it just broke. So what I've done is I've taken some ABS plastic, the melted plastic, I've wiped it on there and stuck it on there so it's got a nice good solid connection to the part underneath it, nice good, because it's kind of rubbery. It was hard to do, so using the ABS, it made it very easy to do. I couldn't use anything else. I tried super glue, I tried hot glue. It just didn't get the perfect shape. And so what I did is, after I put the ABS glue on there and I attached it, I then took the camera that I'm actually filming with, I took a picture of the part side on, so they get a perfect edge and a perfect shot. I actually had to take a couple different pictures to make sure that I get the correct depth. Anyway, so it gave me a good side-on shot, and so now all I need to do is take the 3D program and edit the actual two-dimensional picture, draw on top of it to outline exactly the shape, make it extend a little bit farther out than the foot of the shape on the unit here, on the rest, and then make another piece that I could slide underneath on the inside, drop down in there and then pop in, and then I screw this piece, the new piece, into the piece underneath it, and it pinches.
I will make you understand.
Ready for transmission?
Finished product. Little ABS glue on my finger. I'll get that off in a minute. I made the part. I welded it together with ABS glue, which is basically acetone mixed with pieces of ABS. It melts up, you make glue out of it. So I have glued that part together. It's permanent, it's one hard piece now. I put it on the top where it's supposed to go. I took another piece of the part that printed, it's a rectangle, and I put a huge dollop of ABS glue between the pieces. Squeezed them together, kind of like a like a cream-filled donut or something, right? And then I held it together with a screw, temporary screw. I pre-drilled a hole through and held it together with one screw. And when it hardened, I drilled two more, put two more permanent screws in, took out the temporary screw, put a permanent in, screwed them nice and tight. It's very solid. It's probably more solid than the original piece, and it's not even set all the way. I mean, the ABS sandwich between the two pieces of plastic here is still gooey, at least almost, it's about like silly string gooey, not that gooey though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put these screws back in, and then we'll be done. So that's what you get. You go from a broken thing to taking a picture of it, converting that picture into a three-dimensional object on a digital program, taking that object and sending it to a printer, taking the output from that printer and doing some finishing things to it, and then actually utilizing the part. That is very useful. The 3D printer is invaluable. I haven't priced what the cost of getting a new one of these are, but I'm pretty sure it's not cheap, and it is a Scion, so you know. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and screw this together and we'll be done. There we have it. Finished part. The whole time it took to get this done, let's see, took about 40 minutes to make the part three-dimensionally. That covers taking the picture, editing the picture, importing the picture into Google Sketchup, making the 3D part, and then slicing the part. The part, it took about an hour. That's because I printed it high definition, very thin layers. I also printed it pretty solid. It was about 70% solid instead of the typical 30%. I wanted to make it as tough a part as possible. I printed it at 0.3 millimeter layer height. There's no deviation in the print. It's got perfect layers. They're awesome. I couldn't be happier. It came out awesome. All right, so as you can see, that's pretty solid. And now I can go ahead and put this part back in my car.
I will make you understand.
Ready for transmission.